Hey, hey.
Hey,
Welcome to the Brian and
Kristen.
podcast. First off, Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah, 2024.
2024, first episode of the new year, episode 26. So
Yep.
we're getting there. We did 25 episodes in 2023. So we should do.
Hopefully, we'll do 24 this year.
I'm hoping we get 52, but I'd be happy with anywhere close. Hey, if we get that'd put us up to 50.
Yeah, we'll almost be there. Our goal is 100
Well, yeah,
to get going.
yeah, to get going. Well, we know we need at least 100 to get moving, so that's what we're after. Now we're in a nice location. Where we at today?
We're in Florida.
We're in Florida. We've had two back-to-back podcasts where we've both been in the same place at the same time.
Yeah, Ohio and Florida.
Ohio and Florida. So that's not usual, but it all worked out. I was lucky enough to have a gig in Florida on New Year's Eve, and got a gig that you're coming with me tonight for the Sunshine Comedy Club.
Yeah.
And so there we go. Yes. Oh, yes. G.O.D. Silva. That's George Silva. He's on, dude. And isn't this sweet? This is perfect timing because George messaging in with the hey with the swine. And because today is we are bringing on a special guest via video. By the way, we love that George has done this. This is the second time. If you got a question, third time. Yeah. Second video, I think. No, third video. That's right. Mm-hmm. Plus another question, 4 or 5. So if you guys are watching, have a question for us, we'd love to take your questions. And even better, we love what George did is he sends us his questions via video so that we can put them on screen and answer these questions. And we love George. And by the way, I'm going to be coming to California, February 1st through 8th. I leave on the 8th. But so, George, if you're around, dude, we can meet up and get something to eat. And
then film another question.
And then film another question or 2 or 3. Okay. So, but we're going to add this question. This is this week's question from our friend George. Let's hear what he has to say.
Hey. I just finished listening.
Okay. Let's hear what he has to say. Let me turn the volume up. Retry. Okay, here we go. We try again.
Not answered.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, I just finished listening to episode 25, and our cliffhanger was not answered. So my question is for Kristen. What is in it for me more? We're still waiting to find out. Other than Brian's great comedy and his amazing Macho Man impression, what's in it for me more? And Kristen, can you do any impressions?
That's good. All right, George, we love you. Thank you for coming on, dude. Thank you for the question. So let's do a recap because on episode 24, we ended the episode saying that Mia Moore, that I get a lot from Mia Moore because she's can cook fantastically, is very helpful.
Very good at cleaning the pots and pans if you haven't seen that episode.
Yes, very good at pots and pans. But what do I bring to her? And then we left it off, and then we went to episode 25, which was the Christmas episode. So
right.
It was a cliffhanger there.
So it's funny because I don't feel like I should actually have to answer that. I think you should have to answer, but I will give the question. I will answer since George asked.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I didn't even know that this was going to be the question. And the other day I had a thought too, that I thought on one of these episodes, I should share what I think is impressive about you. So it all worked out. Thanks, George. Just segued right into what I was going to talk about. No, I think one of the big things is that to have a comedy and career, like have a career in comedy, you haven't given up. And it's been a lot. Like not many people would move out to LA for 20 years and try to, piecemeal it together while you're doing your dream. And I think I give you a lot of credit for that. So I think the dedication and discipline that you've had, I mean, if anybody ever saw how many notebooks of journaling he's done, like that's dedication and commitment. So I think that that's impressive. Obviously your sense of humor and just an honest, good person. So not everybody is like that anymore. So yeah, that's some of them.
Yeah, I'll take it. That's good. Well, so it's funny because I asked Mia Moore and she, what was her exact words? It was with her accent. So but she was, you're exquisite. exceptional. I don't know what exactly, but she seems. I don't know what she sees, but I'll take it. So, so.
Oh, I also think that like with for those who don't know, Brian had an accident where he lost part of his fingers, like to just be able to overcome that and keep going in something that a lot of people would like let that derail them and not be able to overcome it. Not only that, then he goes on and continues to wrestle. You have every reason to be like, oh, I can't do it anymore, but it didn't stop him. It actually, I think, somewhat motivated you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it was a good thing by any means, but it definitely got me back into wrestling, which, as long as I stay healthy wrestling, I mean, I've had so much fun with that's like, and I think it's good to have something other than your regular stuff, because the one thing is, like you said, 20 years of being a comedian is like, well, man, is it good that I stay on it, or should I have gotten a better paying job? But
you'd be miserable like at a desk job or something else. So I don't know. I think I would rather try to do the thing I enjoy versus something I hate.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that I'll take that for sure. Is that I will at least stay, and if I have something I want, I won't quit. So that's definitely a good question.
And then, do I have any impressions? No, I don't think I have any impressions.
You should work on one. You could probably learn some. What can you do? You could do, I don't know, you could learn a Jennifer Aniston or something. It seems like a lot of girls do that one. Or
no impressions here that I know of.
Oh, no impressions. Oh, yeah, you got to learn impressions. Oh, yeah.
Definitely won't learn that one.
That one hurts your voice if you don't. Remember how that one, Macho Man can hurt your voice. Now, the key, I think, with impressions isn't just a matter of doing them a bunch. It takes I've learned hours of doing them. And then I've had some that I could do, and then I stopped doing them, and then I forgot, so it's kind of a repetition to get that voices down. And some people that do it a lot, like anything, they're really good at them. Jeff Richards, by the way, is the best person I know personally, and pretty much anybody, whether I know him or don't, they can do impressions. So if you ever guys
doesn't need to have a good one of you.
Yes, if you want to hear a great Brian Swinehart impression, do it, Jeff. If I was as funny as Jeff Richards doing an impression of me, it's like his impressions of me are great. And what I like about hearing people's impressions of you is you sound different than you think you sound. Right. But when he did them, especially when we were at the Comedy Store, I would be doing my show, and then Jeff would be doing impressions of me while he'd be up there too, doing impressions of me. So that was pretty cool. So I like that. That's how you guys feel about why Moore would like me.
Why do you think she should like you?
I don't think she should. I mean, I think I'd say you should like me, Mia Moore, but
but what do you think are the attributes that make you?
I just think that, I think probably that I was said hey to her from the beginning, and and with Mia Moore, I am on a little better behavior than I would be,
That's what it is. She's been duped. She doesn't really know the real behavior.
Yes. But I think we just have fun together, and we're similar, but a little opposite. She's much more quiet than I am. Right. Mm-hmm. And then,
she doesn't make tuna can in the can,
yes,
just
in the can.
Stir it and eat it.
But I don't know. We have fun. She knows I really like her. That's probably a good thing, and but yeah. So I think that's a lot of reasons. I don't know. But then I think about it. There's a lot of losers out there. So. That's
could be worse.
Could be worse. There's from what I see going on in the world, she probably likes having a real man around, that doesn't cook, clean, or do anything like that. But probably thinks, here's a good experiment. I can teach him how to cook, teach him how to clean.
She's ambitious, obviously.
Yeah, there's a good experiment. Okay. Let's see how good of a cook I am. If I'm such a good cook, I can teach this guy to cook. Then we're off. So that's what I think. So what about now we're in a new year? So what does that mean? What's next?
Gosh, I don't know. Probably a little more of the same. I don't have any, I'm going to be looking to do more group readings, less one-on-one and more groups. So that's cool because now I can fly anywhere in the country and do groups. So if anybody is interested in a group mediumship reading with your friends and family, let me know.
It's great for parties too, events.
Yeah.
Like when you have, I know that, I've been to a couple of things that you do, and when they get together, people have fun. It's something different at the, people's events and parties. So that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm definitely seriously considering flight lessons this year.
That'd be awesome. I think you should.
Yeah. Does anybody have a plane or want to donate $100,000?
Better start saving it. We got to get these views on this podcast up.
I might not have time.
Hey, that would be fun to do a podcast on the airplane as you're flying.
I'm sure that's safe.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I've actually gotten to be in the cockpit at Southwest because they, sometimes you've got to go up there you have to have two people in there. So I've gotten to be up there and see what it's like. So I think it's possible.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. I think that's something you should do. Figure out how to become a pilot, and because they're trying to hire other people than just white men to fly airplanes. I guess because they're want planes to crash, but I don't know who it was. I wish I'd have thought of this, but one of the comedians said, that's one job. Was it? I forget who it was. Was it Adam Carolla? Or no, it was Deuce Bigelow, I think. Rob Schneider. He said that's one job that I don't think you want. You don't have to be equal. Use equality for that. But I know you'd be a great pilot. I'm just saying that, like there's been that pushback of, there's too many white men pilots. Well, are they landing safely?
Whoever does the job well.
That's right.
All I want
That's
for
the
a
job.
pilot. Yeah.
You just want, but I know you would do the job well, but I just think that that's a funny one for people to of all of them. That's not like, it's like, when you're working at the grocery or something like that, that's a little different. But that whoever's trained the best and is the best should definitely do that one. And hey, what's up, Richard? Richard Poole saying hey from Marengo, Ohio.
I'm going to just throw this out there. We have 2 Hays up there. Do you know Brian now has a shirt that says hey? He's selling a Hay shirt. So for those of you who like that phrase.
Hey, I got Hay shirts and Hay hats.
Oh.
Yes. So, I currently have 2 Hay or 10 Hay hats on deck right now. I got Hay shirts. And so along with the other merch, we're building it up. Hey, if we sell enough, take my money.
I knew we'd have somebody here that would be interested.
Hey, Johnny Thompson, what's up? Yeah, if we sell enough Hay merchandise,
then I can fly.
Then you can fly. That's the deal.
We only need 10 million Hay hats sold.
Yeah. So I want to do. You know what I got to get on? I got to get on build up the Patreon, because I know a lot of people do Patreon, and I've seen the hat, bought the Trump T-shirt. Yeah, Richard, he sold him some gear, man. So.
All right, these look like the prime candidates to buy more and support my pilot training.
Yeah, and what was I on the middle of? I forget. I don't know.
Whatever the site was.
Oh, Patreon. Yeah, we got to do that because there's a site on Patreon, and my buddy Nick Xiao always buys me pizza whenever he comes to a show, and he's like, dude, you got to start up a Patreon where people that come to your show can buy you pizza before the show. Okay. It's like, I've seen the hat, bought the Trump shirt. Yes, sir. I've been selling, man. I'm gonna have to re-up on the merch because on New Year's I sold half of what I brought with me. I still got 5 shows. I'll go from here to Naples, Florida, to Denver, and then I think back to Ohio, but we'll see. And that'll be fun. Yeah, in the new year, you're always so optimistic. That's what because in one way, the New Year's thing is kind of cheesy, but in another way is good because you can be optimistic about the future. And I do think it gives people a good break to try and start over, right? To refresh, set their goals up. So overall, I'd be in favor of that.
But here's where I think is the interesting part, though, is somebody starts to feel like they're falling off their goal, and then they're like, well, I messed up. I'll just have to stop.
Yeah.
See what
Yeah.
happens next year.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So I'm going through, I'm still learning all this stuff as we go. There we go. Okay, I can take that off and on. Okay, I like that. We're learning this. Hey, the podcast has come a long way in a year, or in 25 episodes, right?
Yeah.
And well, that's great. I had a good time. George, thanks for the question. Great question. I loved it.
Yep.
We're going to work on Kristen getting some impressions. Can you do an impression of Mom?
That's the only one that I kind of have, but I didn't figure I should do it.
You should do it. You should do it. Do it. Do it.
Mom will see it.
Oh, yeah, that's even better. Do it.
I'm not doing it.
Brian, I told you yesterday I need the kitty litter taken out, the glass mowed, the dishes done. I don't do dishes, Mom. I told you, am I going to have to hire somebody to mow the lawn? Aren't you going to mow the lawn? No, don't hire anybody to mow the lawn, Mom. Okay.
Another one he's got nailed. I don't even have to try.
All right. Well, that was a good time. George, thanks for the question. Richard and John Thompson, thanks for tuning in and saying what's up.
What's he say? You can have some of our
pizza at OH next time. Kristen also. Absolutely,
okay.
Man. Yeah, and OH Pizza in Ohio, Marengo, Ohio, best pizza. I mean, man, that is just, they have good food. You got to, next trip out, I hope it's on the third Friday of a month because that's when I go there. So, or you know what? Next time you're coming back from Columbus, if it's not too late, because you're always flying from Columbus. Well, actually, it's the opposite direction a little bit. But if you can go 45 minutes from the airport to Marengo, to OH Pizza and Prime, the best place to see comedy the third Friday of every month, and a fantastic place to eat pizza every day of the week. There you go.
There you go.
That's a sponsor. Hey, by the way,
sponsors. Anybody want to sponsor?
Want to sponsor the podcast?
I mean, I feel like that was a good one.
That was a great plug. So, anyways, we will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.